NDC is the only party that have shown commitment into upgrading and also enhancing the state's own
media outlet.
You don't know these streets like we do.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Street is Watching. This is our editorial. Now, I say na nipa kwanje so that means ono shada anye members but you're officially a friend to the business. In fact, ladies and gentlemen, show some love to Jermaine Portfolio, the MC. They say yes, what sign be away?
I made
that. Okay. Last editorial now for people wanted to know the meaning of the sign.
I would say it will be a movement.
So your movement is called that movement.
Huh?
Your movement is called that movement.
When we are the micers, I'm a microphone person.
Okay, so you are the micers.
And the general is called
that.
The sign, the symbol. The sign.
Oh, okay, fantastic. Well, this editorial is probably brought to you by
This
editorial is probably brought to you by www.mybet.africa, Aqua Blue Mineral Water. And of course, Jupe send some money from United States of America down to us here in Ghana. Charlie, we suffer small, we bleed internally. Use the promo code DJ Slim and get $10 discount on all your transactions. Now, in this editorial, Charlie, social media is on fire. And if you check the trends, Woezor TV is trending. It started yesterday. One good friend of mine, Stephen Mensah, who works with the GBC, posted on his Facebook account saying that, so Jubilee House has state media at its disposal, but somehow Weozor TV is preferred. Meanwhile, GTV runs on a taxpayer money. Wouldn't relying on a state media help strengthen and improve it? Just curious, open to answers. Now, this followed up with a series of, in fact, not a series of posts, one lengthy post from Stan Ozi Dogbe. Stan Ozi Dogbe.
The gentleman who is now become the darling boy of events.
I mean, he knows his work. He knows his stuff. I'm sure. Joy Multimedia.
Oh, okay.
Yes, news desk. So he's a big man. Stanislav Ozi Dogbe. Yes, a follow up with a big post for. But before I get to his post, there are other social media users who also jump and big conversation breakers who also jumped into the conversation. Kwame Dazi jumped into the conversation, also venting his frustration on the involvement of Weozor TV as against that of GBC, our government related activities. So now Kwame Dazi took to Facebook to also say that for those of you who only understand write-ups better when they are numbered, here you are. I give you only 5. Number 1, Kwame Dazi is saying no one has said Weozor TV should not broadcast activities of President Mahama. Number 2, no one has said GBC or any other media houses has been barred from airing proceedings from the Jubilee House. Number 3, the argument is that any production feed that streams on the various social media pages of the presidency should have the logo of the Jubilee House that is done for the Parliament of Ghana, or it should have the logo of the state broadcast, that is the GBC.
Right.
That is point number 3. Point number 4, Weozor TV can still transmit just like any other private media company and share the feed on their social media pages, not the official page of the presidency. No serious country does that. And number 5, Kwame Dazi is saying, if the presidency dislikes the state broadcaster so much and think it doesn't deserve to transmit production of the Jubilee House, they can outsource the job to whoever, but the Jubilee House logo should be slapped on the feet, not the logo of a private media house. Now, this is the conversation that is building up for Air Motor. Now, Gary Al Smith, veteran sports journalist, has also weighed into the conversation. And he's saying, dear NDC, the Weozoration, I like the wordplay, the Weozorization of our national broadcast is becoming something that is there. Quoted unquote. Ghana has a national broadcaster with a mandate. You can empower Weozor in many creative ways without diminishing GBC. This is not rocket science. Now, amidst all these back and forth, from stakeholders and big conversation holders on social media. The owner of Weozor TV and also the deputy chief of staff under His Excellency John Dramani Mahama, Stanislav. Who born Stanislav now? The Russian. Stanislav Dogbe has also responded to all these rants. Plus, in fact, 20 bullets. And I would like to go through all of them because
it's necessary because
for clarity.
Issues that revolves around the EDA. Clarity is
for clarity. It was me breaking in 20 points. So bear with me as I run through them. Now, setting the record straight, well executed, Chairman Stan Dogbe. If people are wondering what they are worried about Weozor TV is, then here you go. Number one, the platform working with other like-minded platforms like TV XYZ and Radio Good did for John Mahama and the NDC what the horde of pro-NPP state-owned and professional media networks put together did not do for them. They are now scared about the channel's capacity over the next 4 years to bring President John Dramani Mahama and VP Nana Jane Opoku Ajiman's activities and governance action straight to the homes, offices, cars, farms, bars, and other places. Number two, Weozor TV's penetration through its live stream and on-air channel on the multi-TV Dagobos grew rapidly, which none of their pro-MPP platforms could match. Now he's reacting because, it's now political. So it's like pro-MPP, pro-NDC platform. Number three, some elements promised to help set up competing platforms to Weozor TV and yet could not fathom the technological superiority of the network which they deployed with broadcast capability across the country and the world. Number four, they were so troubled that Weozor TV's application for DTT channel was kept on ice, not refused, because they imagined the number of eyeballs the channel would have if it added DTT viewers to the DTH and also their live stream. Number five, thanks to Weozor TV, many professional TV and radio networks, including Joy News TV and other, relied on the channel for all news from the John Mahama campaign from anywhere in the world, making their work easier and news gathering faster in some cases.
Intellectual sheets.
Intellectual sheets.
Wow.
Weozor TV gathered Weozor TV together with its technology partners made it possible for the first time in Ghana to broadcast live in a clean feed to benefit other TV networks and online platform. Number seven, I will not talk about reputation as the home of quality live TV broadcasts and live streams in Ghana, delivering exceptional picture quality. That we need to
give them their props for that.
We need to give them their props.
Facts.
Number eight, so why are they making the noise about Weozor TV taking over GBC or GTV as a state media? This is so that Weozor TV, which is not available on DTT either, would not lead the communication agenda of the Mahama administration. Okay. I hope you understand that point.
Yes,
okay. So number 9, does it even make sense that Weozor TV will take over the status of GTV? Which I don't believe they even can. Number 10, under John Dramani Mahama, GTV and Radio Ghana have more access to the presidency and the president than any other administration.
Fact.
Number 11, today, GTV broadcasts live from the presidency, including all events of the president, just like Joy News, TV3, Channel 1 TV, Weozor TV, GH1 TV, etc. Do you know why? Because Weozor TV opened the way for live broadcasts and live streams. The competition has become healthy and beneficial to the Mahama brand. Number 12, GTV also goes live with outdoor events of the presidency at a scale never seen in Ghana before. And that is because the presidency has created the convenient platform for them and other networks. Number 13, Weozor TV will continue to make it possible for all networks in Ghana where they are not able to transmit live to pick feed from Weozor TV, either via clean feed or our platform to reach out to the millions that want to know His Excellency John Dramani Mahama and His Excellency Nana Jane Opoku Ajiman. 14. The people crying, quote and unquote, about Weozor TV broadcasting live from the presidency cannot deny that all other stations do too. They cannot deny the exceptional collaboration between Weozor TV, Silicon House, and GTV that brought Ghanaians and the world the best ever coverage of the presidential inauguration ceremony. They did not value that, did they? Well, number 15, should it be wrong for GTV to pick a live feed from Weozor TV from, say, Aflao to Munich or Addis Ababa? Absolutely no. That is the kind of collaboration that should exist between the networks. If it is not wrong for Weozor TV to pick GTV or TV3 feed, or for TVXYZ or GH1 or UTV to pick Weozor TV or GTV feed, why can't GTV bring news and information to its viewers from another source? Number 16, the noise is about nothing. Number 17, have they not seen TV3 or Joy News picking Weozor TV when they are not live themselves, or Weozor TV picking from them or GTV when they are not there? Have they not seen that? Number 18, Weozor TV is a pro Mahama and pro NDC.
Clearly stated. But
our popularity is across the country, and we have become a favorite TV channel for many, especially young Ghanaians, because we bring them content they want to watch. Number 19, rescan your digital TV today and enjoy our quality programming. Number 20, Weozor TV, we go all out for you.
This is conflict resolution, rejoinder,
brand
addressing, marketing, promotion, education,
Charlie,
everything in a bulleted script. Wow,
you can't go wrong with Dogbe. Yeah, with Dogbe, you can't go
that's
wrong.
Smart.
My take
smart
on
intellectual
it, yes,
warrior.
My take on it would be I want to start from the basic. Basic level being media and the introduction of private-owned media houses. Or your country way. And before private people jumped into the competition, before they jumped in and some of mobile competing pool, there were state-owned media houses.
Yeah.
Now you be more private businesses, and it changed some elements of the tradition. It changed even some of the ethics. Although ethics are not supposed to change.
Yeah.
It changed it. Now, it changed kakra along the lines, It made it extremely hard for traditional and as a state-owned media houses to compete. Because they became the majority and they were dictating the pace and the trend.
Right. Fact.
When they decided to dictate that, omu create taste for consumption of that type of broadcasting. Now, the state media houses have been they've been relegated to being pro-government, and I want people to understand, pro-government media outlet, not pro-NDC or pro-MPP.
It's not pro-partisan.
It is not partisan. The state broadcast or the state broadcasting institutions have only one core duty, and it is universal. In fact, across board, worldwide, that is the role of state media houses. I would like to read a couple of them for viewers to also get to understand it. Now, the main aim, number one, is to inform and educate the public by giving news and current affairs, providing accurate, unbiased, comprehensive news coverage with in-depth analysis on current events. That is one of the core duty of a state-owned media house. They are also supposed to broadcast educational programs, documentaries, and expedition to the animal kingdom, GBC, They are talking point. All these are educational programs. You get it? By the fireside, although it was entertainment, it had a lot of
educational
because it was one of the main points of having a state-owned to promote culture. That is cultural promotion.
I told you so, money.
Yes, cultural promotion and an identity as a group of people. State-owned media houses are supposed to do that. They are also supposed to support national development. So by disseminating important government information and policies and initiatives to the public. Time, Yamfani say private business and private media houses. Edi telenovela wagada audience and odi to DTV. Na ebia omo koye NHIS yibi and something that
you grow out of interest.
Yeah, exactly.
Like you've grown out of
Sanyema wemu the core duties of and there are so many. I can't go through all of them.
Sure.
And no relegate and a lower eyeballs. So unless there's a public a national event of which they are or the sole people and as a monopoly and as what they only have the capacity to transmit, they don't get the eyeballs. And I can tell you what, Ghana matches. Say Ghana, if Ghana is playing and GBC pen was all right now. Ayako GBC de kwahe omo eyeballs omuda. Yeah, just check it. It's not like the people have forgotten about them, but the ability to compete in these days and time, and a problem kakra. And see people on social media, because I've been reading when this issue came up, people are like, oh, so how vibrant even is the GBC if government wants to get its message across. We are missing one key point. Omo addressing issues the bone of contention has to be streaming onto government social media platforms, whether there's the presidency or that of our president and our vice president, or more social media platforms with the hashtag Woezor TV or Weozor TV being mentioned in there. That is the real bone of contention
over here.
It's not about having access.
Yes.
Having access, I mean, they believe Joy News ekunya access. GBC na can kunya access. There's no monopoly involved. But that is where the issue is.
which is a I mean, it's a normal concern. Every Ghanaian taxpayer was so crazy. So in as much as I'm applauding some of the bulletins of Honorable Stanley Dogbe, I think the concerns are genuine.
Yeah.
For every Ghanaian be or taxpayer to raise concern about how and your in connection how we are trying to. So where I want those who are raising objection to say it is not about empowering Weozor TV, but it's about the seeming say, bring it GBC down to empower that over an entity that is supposed to be the poster entity for anything that revolves around government and government-related activity.
Yeah.
Genuine concern as a taxpayer.
Yeah.
And by way of this conversation, I also want to put this across. Say, we entertainment personalities here, but now have near discussing issues that revolve around government and government-related activity. I'm wondering, say we are not the right people to discuss this. As if say, sebi yanko school nibi, yentuatas, and I say we don't have we should clip our mouth and only wade into entertainment conversation. Let me issue this.
That we end the Omuma.
No. You see,
no, they don't.
You know why? Because they are going to politicize this. And some babies with sharp teeth and full soldiers, I am almost 2020 CDs data will come at us because you are entertainment people. Why are you even talking about this?
Oh no, they will not do that.
Mon call for now, you or more deputy ministers, head of state, Sebi, the only thing is they chose that part. On a regular day, we equally have what it takes to be in their position. Omu debate na omu yen and opani ewiepia kwati na MPP ni NDC. Some of us can go toe to toe.
I would try.
With them to allow us because one, we are taxpayers. Two, we are concerned citizens.
Yes.
And we have the right.
Back to the issue.
Yeah. The reason why there is a major concern, equally like Ebianka Parliament as some Bania did say, the newest addition to the arm of government media.
Media, yes.
Initially, your co school, your chair 3, say executive, judiciary, and legislature.
Legislature, yes.
Now, the media is the fourth arm of government, which shows the media has
the fourth estate.
Yes, fourth estate.
Yes.
So, meaning that it's equally as powerful as the constitutional mandate, executive.
They share public opinion.
What you say, and you can attest to the fact that even elections, any other statistically, you could know that the media had a big role in unseating or making an unmaking government.
Exactly.
Because they control the eyeballs, they control the narrative, what you hear, what you see near there. Now, talk about GBC. The first thing we want to ask is the GBC in question, the level of autonomy to say.
And also yourself.
And what is this agenda? Now you have stated, whether you like it or yes. So first, no matter how you want to establish, and yet partisan, no. Any government that comes to power, GBC, and its activity, a pro that government in power.
Yes.
It's level of control.
Quite similar to radio stations like Joy and City, who are also seen as anti-government. They are also seen as anti-government because they also play a role. Say,
a watchdog role.
Yes. So NDC be transfer. I say Joy at time NDC or MPP. MPP be transfer.
I think multimedia has also suffered that. A friend saying multimedia.
Kojo.
Yes.
Yes.
No. Multimedia owner nankasa.
Kwesichu. KT.
Anytime government be tagging us, the government.
Government. That is how it works.
So yes, young Gofobu and yes, more alliance, but they are watchdogs.
Yes.
Until they come across as anti-government.
Yes.
And so that is their role. Now, if you want to politicize this, I am someone sebi politics of equalization. Say we mu yebi. It's we mu yebi normal. What you say? So if I see this concern, say you who send and saying. State activity be a koswa. More empower ways of war to the extent that to be cry now. More than say was a GBC for cry day. A coaching.
Yeah.
A free a broadcast free Weozor. Now Weozor logo does so.
Yeah.
It is a genuine consent.
Yeah.
But it is a politically right decision. So politically,
yes,
it is a right decision for any government to empower stations that are aligned with their vision and agenda. But in doing that, you employ Bonifre tact. Tact in such a way that when you run on the ticket of a political party, which yes, you have a duty to empower the entities that are aligned to your agenda.
Yeah.
When you assume the office after 7th of January,
then you become a father for all.
Yes. And you can equally owe it a duty to satisfy your party's agenda by employing tact.
Yeah.
So, in reference to Kwame Dadzie, he stated a way you can still empower Weozor without bringing GPC down, which is a genuine point. That you don't, it is na me superior, me boss, me ma semsin me superior. Enunti, se obe executive bibia, otimeka che me superior and said this time around we ye bibia, go and report to. Me na me junior.
Yeah. It creates some form of conflict.
Yeah, sure. NDC and President Mahama should look at it from this side. Say mako adwuma mfoforo, mako to me seniors wo. The father said boss no pe ma say nche say ube breach hierarchy. And I say ube breach ranks because of pe ma say now my superior should report to me. No, esa na ube destroy chain no. Esa un create an enabling environment.
Yeah.
When any government comes into power, what do we judge them by? We judge them by their first 40 days in office and their first 100 days in office. Definitely. That has become the ritual. Yeah. I don't know. There's no, but it has become a convention.
Oh, definitely. That's how when carrying their campaign say, first 100 days, this is what I want to achieve.
Yes, first 40 days.
This is what I want to achieve.
And we want to applaud President Mahama. So far, in his first 40 days, he has been able to scrap a new market. So now I've seen the 11 years they are doing
in the next budget,
what they are saying. And if for the first time, that is what I'm saying, pay politics of equalization, but he who comes with equity, at least.
Must come
that
with
is why if everyone raise a concern and says that this person is a watchdog commentator, or ye genuine, I don't fault them. But if MPP wants to come at NDC for empowering their stations, or more than a person may shoot down their moral right to even comment on this issue. Because I have the license to revoke their freedom of speech right now. And allow genuine citizens to express. So me, I am going after party food soldiers who I have seen defending the indefensible of the same GBC. The same GBC. And one of the clear example I want to give, that if you're an MPP food soldier, you have to zip, hash.
One
of the things that empowered GBC, the state corporation, was the fact that the national lottery announcement
was done on
a Honani announcement.
Mr. Asari. 1.
When we were kids.
2.
When we were kids,
everyone
knew how the National Lottery Authority was run and activities around it. Even yet, made the year poem cry. Everyone knew how the station had all the eyeballs and was empowered.
Why is the Lotto doctor not rich? Because he's a good Samaritan, that's all.
Under the MPP government, that is now throwing a finger at the NDC government, forgetting that these other 4 are pointing at them. At the National Lottery announcement, a commerce private owned entity, media broadcasting.
It went to UTV.
Hey, what the obo? It didn't mean to me, bo.
Oh, say, I mean, it's
not crying to Sebi.
It went to UTV.
This is one of the events that was happening on our GBC that gave the nation some level of exclusivity. And gave them some bragging right and flex over other media because opa in 4K, in HD. All the one program. It is calculated and strategic to empower the state-owned media broadcasting house.
Exactly.
The same MPP. Now, you stated that the core mandate of GBC, in as much as a championing agenda for the government, is supposed to entertain, educate, give unbiased, irrespective of the fact that all pushing government agenda. If the government does something, the GBC is supposed to report it as is it. How did the royal, his royal blackness, KKD, leave GBC? Because of victimization by the MPP government. I didn't know.
He talked about the NLA. He talked about a couple of things. And then,
was it not a genuine concern?
Genuine concern.
You are raping a state-owned enterprise, its ability to generate revenue for the government.
He talks about it.
And someone talks about it, you victimize the person. Hey, my party, MPP, Mona Moka say. That is the shocker. That is not to justify what is going on.
No.
But I'm saying that...
It's your politics of equalization.
But
there are some people that have the right to speak.
No, I have confiscated those rights. I have in whichever capacity, whether
in your capacity as who?
As the deputy artist of the year. I am saying that. You see, we are phones are no show there. That is why it has become difficult for you same people to come out and cry foul about this. In President Mahama's first 100 days, or counting to first 100 days, we are even lucky that the first debt that has been thrown, seeming, is not even caught away, everything in misdemeanor. This can be solved. This can be resolved. In someone's first 40 days or 100 days, the first scandal that broke after assumption of office was the person who president at $30,000.
First.
My party.
The beginning of the first.
So, if we even, assuming without admitting that President Mahama is trying to sabotage GBC, and he has not raped the state of any financial morphism. So I'm saying that some offense come across as maybe a state sabotage, but they are not treacherous. They don't even, they are scandalous.
There are degrees to it.
The government crown, one of your responsibilities is empowering the private sector so that they can equally compete. So you create an environment for all to try.
But some are also talking about conflict of interest. Now, the conflict of interest lies in the fact that Dogbe, who is also a presidential staffer in charge of operations, is also the owner of Woezor TV.
I understand.
That people are calling for, why say Anye Kwesi Chum's multimedia that is handling it? Why is it not a City or Channel 1 TV or any other media outlet?
That is where
why I didn't think there was a Weozor TV. Now I come in on that and I'll say I side with you when you say when it comes to broadcasting of presidential and as a political news.
Right.
At any given point in time, every political party will want to bank their hopes on a media outlet they can trust.
And the underlying word is
trust.
Because they are shaping the narrative.
Exactly.
Whether you like it or yes.
Obe
representing your ideals to the people better than someone who aligns with your.
And I like one of the bulletin in Dogbe say, yeah, okay, say, Weozor TV is a pro-NDC, pro-Mahama.
That is clearly stated.
Exactly. So I believe it is just out of a goodwill.
And no, because okay, now say because on also operate as a year or no.
And truly speaking, Weozor TV has been on the road with Mahama.
For the past 8 years in opposition.
I trenches in the They were there with them in the trenches. But trenches in the So Waba Power, yes, I agree. For the logo to be shown, Weozor TV's logo to be shown on a presidential, that a little bit some way. But for them to have access
to
that, I believe, because same thing happened with Asase. Do I need to tell you about some of the things that we heard through Asase even before GTV or GBC broke?
You see, this is one of the funniest exemplifications that I'm going to do. But President Mahama is doing Weozor TV, how in our financial sector, data bank was used to do over the Bank of Ghana.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
Let's not sit here.
I arrest your case.
No, see, we empower data bank more than Bank of Ghana. These haircut policies, these collapse of one policies, this one year they are doing now. Ideally, government of Ghana was seen to have issued communique to be doing this kind of thing. But in principle, it was data bank that was doing these things.
Bro,
data bank was more powerful than Bank of Ghana in our financial sector.
Exactly. Now, I mean, in all fairness,
right?
Sometimes when we are having conversations like this and it's of national interest, the party Bema, it takes the truth away, because Obia want the truth. You have your truth, I have my truth. Yeah. But we also have the truth.
But now we're about mine. The about mine said we can raise concerns and get it corrected.
Exactly.
That I'm saying say in law, criminal activity in law, it becomes a misdemeanor.
Okay, so to what degree do you think this to what degree?
The only thing is it comes to stamp a popular narrative that and it's not even regular Ghanaians, regular citizens are raising that GBC is not a go-to channel. Wait, this is sitting on the regular, but something truth be what you name. But when it comes to you're on the crab, it shouldn't come from maybe a pastor. You're near me, but also for Okoka, you bet you the moral barometer best. So you say GBC has become one toothless bulldog of a media outlet in terms of its ability to execute proper content to compete today's dynamics of media, quality-wise, efficiency, reliability, revenue generation, marketing, positioning. It has gone down the drain to the sense where it is not enticing and appealing. It is just recently that GBC has changed a decoration where friend is saying a Christmas tree. It's me 6 months.
June pa na Christmas tree.
Me say na Christmas tree si honum. And let me applaud the level of ingestion that Kafu Day has brought.
Day and the team.
Yes.
No, we need to applaud that.
Yes, Kafu Day is a game changer.
We need to applaud that.
He's one person within this short space. This person was changing the face of the broadcasting institution in terms of content, in terms of engagement, in terms of how I say.
No, he's doing it.
Oh.
He's doing it.
What did I say? What is
and also let's applaud the social media manager of Mr. Nsembo.
Yes, the admin.
The admin.
The social media admin of
Yes.
GDT. To the extent that now, for GBC to have close to 1 million followers with a campaign,
It's crazy.
with a campaign of paying your TV license and all that.
It's
That is
crazy.
what were some of the things we were talking about? Why did it take so long for
Okay.
GBC to realize that the
So-
dynamics of the media has changed? But before I say, if you ask the regular citizen,
Mhm.
say,
Mhm.
this is what is happening. Do you think that we should give GBC the right as one? Or make us say, let's enjoy our Weozor? Ideally, this is what they are saying because they are enjoying the production, the reliability, the quality
Yes.
that the Weozor TV is providing.
Yes.
So now this should rather be a wake-up call to President Mahama. Say yes, no. If he finds Weozor equally
Mhm.
as reliable to meet the media or documentary or report needs of the people, then it's about that time he
Also upgrades the
and
GBC.
resource and empower GTV or GBC to also meet up there. And that is also will be a feather in his cap.
No, I will give you fun fact about upgrading of equipment at the GBC. During the 14 years and a GBC equipment upgrade. Now, that time it was during the NDC era and Omunya equipment upgrade. That was the Sony package.
So it means that NDC is on record to show commitment to empowering and upgrading.
NDC is the only party that have shown commitment into upgrading and also enhancing the state-owned
media
outlet.
Let's give them their.
So let's give them because Sony package in 2010 to 2010 to 2012. That was when the Sony package and me Ankasami who be Kumasi. Now this is what happened. They changed. So they have two upgrades. They have the upgrade of the transmitters. Transmitters normal upgrading each professionally. After every 5 years, you need to upgrade it. Also, because Niema wear and tear It's also maybe studio wise, watch studio equipment, watch crap properly. Because BBC does that every 4 years. But the infant say, you do it after 8 years, from 2012 to 2025. But you already say, if the MPP cared, and that is why I come in. If the MPP cared, or if party foot soldiers who are online are joining this bandwagon to find something to smear on John Dramani Mahama, this shouldn't be. It shouldn't be. Because you had 8 years.
And you rather
built
initiated policies that affected them negatively.
Media houses. We are here in this country. Let us not act as if we don't know party-owned radio stations. We don't know Asase for the MPP. We don't know that Chema Untumi has his own media outlet. We don't know that friends, I'm missing it. Oman and
Ash FM
and Oman, they are all pro-MPP. Well, let's not act as if we don't know them. Let's not act as if it is a crime for it to happen in Ghana. Because if you go elsewhere, in America, they don't have state-owned broadcast. They don't have state media houses in America. But they have media outlets that are pro-Democrat or pro-Republican. It's either you have Fox going the Trump way and you have CNN going the Joe Biden and Kamala Harris way. You can't take it out of our politics. Once it's an idea that we share different, or if it's an idea and we are different on the idea, definitely there will be people that will be aligned to A or B. Let us not act as if that is a crime. If state-owned media houses want to compete in this day and age, then there needs to be a total revamp because GBC, how many people will hear it? I said it because I wanted people to hear it. And when I say this, I am not saying they are irrelevant. No, that is not what I'm saying. But it can be amplified if it is in collaboration with these people. And these people stuck with me. They got my message across when nobody wanted to hear me. When CTFM decided not to come and pick my content. When Joy or any of the other media outlets were sitting in Accra, they did not follow me to Tumu. They did not follow me to Wale Wale. They did not. But these people were there. And they got my message to them. And they rebroadcast it or repackage it for other broadcasts. Why should I sideline them when I'm in power?
So
that is also a conversation.
And we can't be hypocrite about it.
That is what of the conversation that is also there. Apart from the logo, the main conversation is, it is also one of the conversation. Uncle for money a hassle or trenches in the mono. Our modern message coin.
What me about power?
Met him about power. Are you trying to tell me that now I should forget them or more mouthpiece now a big, and go and talk to another mouthpiece that Charlie?
But and let's also establish that the argument and objection raised here has got nothing to do with one house having exclusive.
It is not even exclusive
because it is stated clearly that equal access to the presidency and state-related, GBC has.
Exactly.
Just that Weozor has delivered and has overshadowed, and then you feel the government is empowering Weozor too much. It's a genuine concern. What I say, but I feel private sectors and public sectors can equally be empowered on same measure for them to operate and achieve whichever they want.
Exactly.
However, if we want to make this partisan, then I'm saying that MPP, as full soldiers, affiliates and sympathizers have no moral rights to go that thing. Let's allow well-meaning Ghanaians who have genuine concerns over this, who even are still tilted towards the delivery of Weozor in reality.
Oh, they like Weozor.
In reality,
me, I like Weozor.
They are delivering.
Me, I like Weozor.
So there is now.
You see proper pictures. Me, I like Weozor.
This has not taken food from GBC. It has rather given food to a pro-NDC. I don't know what issue. So I'm saying that President Mahama, for well-meaning Ghanaians to share me pacho logo no, and as I will share the official content of Weozor, now we leave GBC. It's a genuine concern, and they were daroma because they already need help. It is a banks, MPP, Yugu banks here. Nan come to me, afande or mama mas original or more than what they needed to collapse this bank. No, please, you can equally empower Weozor. Yes. But for anyone to say that GBC should be the sole entity that should be empowered over Weozor is, in quotes,
the dumbest statement ever.
Thank you. I think I was trying to be diplomatic about
it.
And an outlet that helps you to succeed.
It's the dumbest statement ever.
No, please. And no cry there. So, Honorable Dogbe, moving on. Like you saying, like conflict of interest is also part of how governments, in trying to empower private sectors, conflict of interest is one key thing. Even in bidding, in contract bidding and all that. However, I still feel so far as it doesn't violate any rule that any media entity can equally have equal level of access to any state there. Please, share funana kama funana keke biama. Adam pana de abana bo bank akra.
Unim debate ma solve sa problem.
Right.
Sa omode hashtag Weozor. Omode hashtag Weozor, hashtag GBC and no.
But no one
just join one hashtag.
But it is never wrong.
And then we will wait for other people to come and raise concern again.
It is on record that
then we will go deal with them for you.
Media under NDC.
Yeah. Free speech in the Juma.
Free speech in the Juma. More presenters and journalists has been brutalized under MPP than any government, my party. Freedom of speech has been curtailed by my party than any other government. Even in transparency and accountability, where the media has bashed the sitting government, the NDC and President Mahama has been tolerant to media bashing than the MPP government. We have seen BNI molest media people.
So even social media people
more than any other government in power. So if you are talking
not
about
just traditional media, social media.
If you are talking about a government that has a source force
for media.
And instead, let's give President Mahama, even to the extent that investigative journalist who works for certain media, President Mahama has bought a book that criticized him in Ghana before.
Charlie,
I want to for the expedition,
And yeah, a fourth estate,
auto book, they say, over 20,000 or 15,000. No. This has shown that President Mahama has shown commitment in empowering media houses, giving them the same level of playing field whether state outlet or media outlet. But it is never wrong for him to empower a station that has been with him in the trenches. But we are also raising a concern that
just add one hashtag.
GBC equally need a facelift and he should make it part of an agenda. I am glad that in his first close to 100 days in governance, he has not been met with any scandal as something as a misdemeanor in law, as say, empower state. Hey, we are how first 40 days who be person who president this owed you $30,000. And it was bordering around the scandal borders around 2 deputy chiefs of staff. As that then
the same deputy.
Stanley Dogbe has come in the news for empowering
the government and making sure that the good works of president
Mahama
and the vice
is
president
brought to bear and the people get
that is all.
The same office in the first 40 days.
They were taking money.
To see the president to.
Okay.
So I mean,
I arrest the case. We'll end here. Come into the comment section. Let us know what you think. But most importantly, keep it real because the street is always watching.
Like GBC.
You don't know these streets like we do.
We